Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing around with the 613 hair that I purchased from AliExpress. As you can see in the insides, the wig comes with 3 combs. 2 on the sides, 1 in the front, and of course the elastic straps. So what I like to do, I like to actually take off the 3 combs and then take my Got2b spray and spray the lace before I even proceed on dyeing the hair. Today we're going to use the water dye method. You're going to need a bowl, something to control the hair while it's in the hot water, and we're going to use that clear dye. I'm only doing this process so I can take some of that yellow tone out of the 613 hair. So now I'm taking that Kiss dye and pouring it into the water. This is in the color Clear, and I'm just giving that a good mix. Now I'm just gonna bring the camera closer so you guys can have a clear view of what I'm actually doing. So you're just gonna continue to mix it. I actually only bought 1 bottle of this dye. I should have bought 2 so it can take away completely the yellow from the wig, but I was happy with the end results. So after mixing the dye into the hot water, I'm just gonna take that, what is it called, mix. I got this mix from like Dollar Trees because I don't want to actually burn my hands. As you can see, the water is really hot. So I'm just using that to control the wig and make sure that it actually gets into the water and into the dye gets into the wig itself. So this is all you're gonna do, guys. You're just gonna put it in the bowl. You're going to mix and mix and mix and let the hair sit in there for a little while. So that's what I actually did. I let the hair sit inside of the hair dye itself for about 5 minutes, I believe. Then I took it out and I actually washed it just like how you wash your regular hair with shampoo and conditioner, and then I let it dry out. So just continue to watch, and the next step will be the actual plucking of the hairline. Before starting the plug-in process, we're actually just going to comb out the hair, make sure there's no tangling into the hair itself. So you're just going to take your time and actually comb the hair out. is the method. This is what I did to just get that bulkiness away from the front of the hairline. After I was done plucking, this was how much hair that I actually plucked out. As you can see, it's really not that much. It's just a little, and it did the job for me, so that was all I had to do. Now, I do not actually dye my closures or my frontals. I actually spray it with this tint right here. As you can see, I'm still fighting with the focus on my camera, but this is the tint that I use. I like this better than bleaching the actual knots, because sometimes if you don't know how to properly bleach, you will end up ruining the lace. The bleach might end up actually eating up the lace itself, and the lace is very sensitive. It's quick to rip and tear, and if you're bleaching and you don't know how to bleach, you will ruin the lace. The hair will start falling out, and you start having bald spots on your actual lace itself after like a couple of weeks. So to prevent all of that, I like to just spray my wig with this lace tint. Some people use their foundation, liquid or powder, to actually apply it on their lace itself. You can do that, but for me, I felt like this method itself lasts longer.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be installing the wig that I dyed yesterday. It was like an epic fail dye, because I guess I only used one container of the Kiss dye, but I kind of like how it came out, and I hope you guys will like it too. So today is just a simple look. I'm going to do like my everyday look, and I hope you like it. We're gonna do also a little chit chat, because I haven't done that. I noticed I haven't been interacting with you guys, so that's one of my little goals for this year 2021, is to actually interact with my audience more, because I mostly, if you've noticed, I've mostly have done just some voiceovers. Majority of my looks that I've been doing, my makeup looks, my hair tutorials, have been voiceovers. And you know, I need to talk to you guys. I want you guys to feel me through the camera, so when you look at my stuff, you see, that is Khadija. That is the Khadija I know. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is a 2-in-1. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna start off with my hair. I actually freshly washed my hair and conditioned it and all the other good stuff, yummy stuff, and I just twisted it, and I've been rocking this twist for like 2 days now. That's usually what I do when it comes to my natural hair. So I am just gonna give it some little life. I'm gonna spray some of these. Into my hair. Just massage it through. And then I'm gonna use some wild growth. And then just put this around my hair, and just, this feels so good. So guys, yes, it is 2021, right? A lot has happened in 2020. A lot of challenging things happened in 2020, but I am truly blessed to say that for me, 2020 was a year that I was really able to just grow mentally, grow financially, grow emotionally, because in 2019 a lot happened to me and I kind of broke down mentally, but a lot of people around me didn't notice because I know how to, hide and keep everything to myself. And financially also, like, I was really struggling financially, but nobody really knew that, because it's not everything you got to let the world know. So okay, now I'm gonna take this dome cap. This is actually a stocking cap. I got this from Walgreens. They come in the little ball containers for I think 99 cents or 89 cents, and it's two of them that come in. So this is actually stocking itself. So but before 2019 was over, I told myself 2020 is going to be the year I redeem myself. I redeem myself financially, I redeem myself mentally, and I'm going to redeem myself emotionally. So, when 2020 started, I was mentally ready to change, mentally ready to do some good, to do some good things in my life, So right now I'm about to do the ball cap method. Excuse me, guys, because this is hold on. Please be careful not to cut yourself or injure yourself during this process. Take your time, okay? So like I was saying, so I was already mentally ready, pandemic or not. I told myself I was gonna hustle and grind because I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I was tired of always pleasing people that I knew damn well wasn't gonna do the same for me, bending over backwards for people that I knew wasn't gonna do the same for me. So I said enough was enough. I really shut out a lot of people so I can grow myself, because I'm a giver. And sometimes it's like it comes to a point where when you give so much of yourself and you end up with nothing for yourself. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be selfish and just do me. Take care of myself, take care of my needs, and just be like that. So now I'm gonna spray this lace tint before I even apply anything on my head. So that was what I did. I got at the time when 2020 started, I was actually living in a different state temporarily. So I made up my mind that the environment I was living basically wasn't beneficial for me. It wasn't beneficial for me financially, emotionally, spiritually. It just wasn't me. It was killing my vibe overall. So I made the decision to move back to Delaware, and I am so truly blessed and thankful for my friend Sierra. Sierra is like, listen, man. Sierra is just one of those friends that will always open the door for you. Will always open the door for you. And I'm truly blessed and thankful for her. So, moved back to Delaware around April of 2020. And living with my friend, with my homegirl. And at the time, I was just like, I was down. Like, my spirit was down. My mental state was down. Everything was down. But I took the time. I'm like, you know what? I have to get a hold of myself, get a grip of myself, because by the time 2019 was over, I promised myself, I made promises that this year will be the year of paying things off and saving. So I decided to make a list. So I made a list of all the things that I owed, like all the things that I owed, how much the minimum payment is a month, and what the interest rate was, and I list them I prioritize them basically. So I list them from most important to least important. And at that time when I moved back to Delaware, I really didn't have a job at the time. So my homegirl again hooked me up with gig jobs, basically introduced me to gig jobs. So I started like hustling like crazy. I was doing Instacart like crazy, like woke up, shower, I didn't even eat at the time. I'm off, I'm doing Instacart. I'm making like some good 400 every week and stuff like that, which was perfectly fine for me. I was doing what I had to do, you know. I was doing what I had to do. I started paying things off. I paid off my credit card. I paid off so many things. And then by like June, I started working my current job I have now. So that was also a blessing. I'm sorry. So I'm using the Got To Be spray. You should know this by now. A lot of people use this just to mold and lay down my ball cap. So I did that. I started working, and the job was actually paying me even way more. So that helped me out so much financially. Like, it was truly a blessing. And during that time too, it was like, you know, Ramadan time. So I took the time to connect spiritually, grow spiritually, and I was just thankful that I was able to do all of that. Fast forward, end of 2020, I actually met a bunch of my goals. So I was able to pay off 2 credit card bills. I was able to pay off a loan that I had. I paid that off. And my credit score from April of 2020, it was 410. Yes, my credit score has got so bad. It was 410. Now my credit score is 676, if I believe. Last time I checked, it was 676. So within less than a year, I was able to meet majority of my goals, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that. It's not even funny. And that's what I feel like that's what people are supposed to do. You're supposed to look at your life. You're supposed to see, okay, this is where I'm at in life. This is where I need to be in life. Okay, I need to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z to get to this state in my life. Okay, boom. Start planning the work. Because you can sit and you can plan as much as you want. I actually need this to dry off, so 1 second, let me get the dryer. Okay, so now it is fully dry, I believe. So yes, back to what I was saying. If you sit and you plan your life and you do not take the time to actually execute it, work on it, then there's no point to actually plan out your life. So now we're in 2021, and I'm so grateful that I sacrificed, put in the time to sacrifice and actually work on bettering myself, bettering myself financially, emotionally, and spiritually. So I still have some work to do. You know, I'm not perfect or anything like that. I'm not perfect. I'm still me. I still have my flaws, just like every human does. But I'm happy. I'm happy I was able to do what I said I was gonna do. And I have more. I have more to do, you know. I have so much more I want to do for myself, for my family, for the people around me. So I just pray that I'm able and capable of doing it, you know. Every obstacle that comes my way, I just pray for the strength that I'm able to overcome it, because that's the most important thing. Obstacles are always going to come your way. Every level you get in life has its own obstacles that's waiting for you. You know, the best thing is to have the strength to overcome those obstacles. That's it. It's like you can't get rid of them. They're going to be there. But you just have to have that strength to be able to fight it. That's the most important thing. But yes, I have so much in store, so much planned. One of the things for me is, yes, I started my YouTube channel, and I'm so grateful for it. I thank you guys, the supporters that are here, that have been supporting me since day one. I'm so grateful and thankful for you guys. You don't even know. My thing is consistency. That's like one of my biggest problems I have with myself, is consistency. So I did change up my Instagram a bit. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, you've noticed that I've changed up a couple of my things on Instagram, and keeping up with that is like, has really been a challenge for me. But I'm very proud that I'm actually doing something. So for YouTube, I have set some goals for YouTube that I pray I am able to keep up with, because I know me. I'll be like, you know, consistent for like a week straight, and then something inside of me just like, just dies off. Like, I don't know. It's like I'm going. I have the energy. I have all of that going on. And then one day I'll just wake up and boom, I'm like, okay, yeah, I keep pushing it back. I keep procrastinating. And it gets pushed back to where it's like I'm not interested no more. But I'm trying. I have some things planned for you guys that I'm going to be doing. I plan to at least post more often, so I have some things set and ready. But boom, check out my ball cap, guys. Just take a moment to just look at my ball cap method. I know I talk a lot, but this is what I usually do for my ball cap method. I only do this method if I'm going to actually wear my wig for like week, 2 weeks, something like that, or if I'm going on a vacation. This is like when I do my ball cap method. I usually don't. I usually just wear the stocking cap on halfway and then just wear the wig and just keep it pushing like that. But I wanted to show you guys my ball cap method. I hope it was helpful. And now on to the next thing. Yes, what was I saying? So the adhesive we're going to use today is from the hair diagram. A lot of you guys know that. This is their bold hold. This thing has been through the struggle. Okay, it has been through the struggle. But I don't know, for me, I'm trying to still find the right adhesive that will last, because when I go out, I dance a lot, I'm very active, so I sweat a lot, my forehead sweats a lot. So I've noticed that after a while it starts to lift. No matter how many layers I put on, it starts to lift. So if you guys have any recommendations of hair glues, hair adhesives that you want me to try, please leave it in the description box below and I will check them out, because I'm really looking for like the best of the best. I want to put my wig on and be pulling it. I don't know why people do that, but I want to dance all night and don't have to worry about, ooh, the edges is up here. Wait, let me go to the bathroom, let me do this. No, that's too much. But yeah, so I'm gonna use just a regular popsicle stick. I got this, like, it was like a whole bunch from the crafts place in the crafts department in Walmart. So I think it came with like 100 in it for like only like $2 or something like that. But I'm gonna use that, and I'm just gonna put a thin layer just all around the ball cap itself to just make it melt down. You want to press on the edges of your ball cap. Okay. And you're gonna do this all over your head. This is even before you apply your lace wig itself. But yeah, so one of the things I'm going to do, last night I actually created a TikTok account. So I am gonna be on TikTok. I will put that information down below. I am gonna be on TikTok. I'm going to be doing some ticking and some tucking and some whining and some dancing and some, yeah. I'm going to be doing it. Some transition, some of that whoop 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 whoop. Yeah, you guys are gonna get tired of me. So I hope you're ready. We're going to be doing it all. And one of the things I have set for you guys for the month of February, actually, I'm going to be on Poshmark. So majority of my outfits, I've only worn them once, and then they've been taking up unnecessary space, and my shoes and all of that has been taking up unnecessary space. And some of my clothes I've never worn, so they will be up on Poshmark starting February 1st. I'll be uploading all of those things on Poshmark. So I'll put the link to my Poshmark down so you guys can start following my closet. So when I start posting, you will have the opportunity to be the first person, well, the first people to have access to the things that I'm selling. So check that out in the description box below. That's one thing also I'm going to be doing. Also, I'm looking into the whole monthly vlog thing, so I'll probably will be doing like whatever I don't film, because I've noticed I actually record a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of things just sitting in my SD card that I really haven't like taken the time to edit. So I'm just gonna bunch those up together and do monthly vlogs starting starting end of February. So I will do like things in February that I won't, like, it's probably too short to actually be a video, so I'll do those, and I'll upload it the last week of February. So those would be like my monthly vlogs. I also have some vacations planned. Yes, your girl has been busy planning some vacations, so stay tuned. We are going to be going on some trips around the world. I know it's a pandemic. I know I'm gonna be in there with my mask on while I'm traveling the airport and stuff, so I'm gonna be good. I have a good immune system. I'm gonna be good. I'll take all the right precautions. Yes, yes, yes. I would do all of that. But you're gonna see the world through my eyes. Well, through my camera. But you're gonna see the world through my eyes. Have some excursions planned, some nice fun. I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be riding vroom vroom vroom. I'm going to be driving zoom zoom zoom. I'm going to be flying fam fam fam. I'm going to be in there. So if you're not in there, I don't know what I should tell you. I don't know. But yes, everything is down. It's sticky right now. So what I'm gonna do is actually grab the wig. I did it yesterday. This is my baby for today. We're gonna work on her today. I did sprayed it yesterday with the tint, so it had time to dry. This is actually a synthetic wig, guys. This is a synthetic wig, and do you see how full it is? It is so full. It's unbelievable. It is so full, and it's so nice. Yeah, and it's dried up. So now we're going to do the install. Okay, so now I was just measuring it to make sure my lace is not showing under, but my the sides of the ball cap is showing. So I am gonna actually cut it up. Just peel it off. Take your time and just cut it. Okay. Okay, that should be good. And I'm gonna do the same thing for this other side as well. So the main purpose of this ball cap is to protect your edges. Okay, edges has to be protected at all costs. Okay, if you're not out here protecting your edges, you're not out here like spraying stuff on your edges before you put any type of adhesive on, around, or near your edges, something is wrong with you. Okay, so this just gives my edges that extra protection. Now I'm just gonna line it back up one more time to make sure that everything is where and how I want it to be. Okay, beautiful. So now what I'm gonna do, okay, all right, so now I'm going to divide my lace up. Okay, I'm gonna cut it up into 3 parts. So I'm gonna follow where my eyebrow ends, basically. So I'm gonna lift and cut. And then I'm gonna go to this side and do the same thing. There we go. So now I'm going to just lift this up, push it back a little, and it's time to actually apply the adhesive itself. Okay, so we're using the same adhesive, but sorry guys, back to what I was saying. Yes, so TikTok account has been made, Poshmark account has been made, vacations have been planned, so that's gonna be something that I'm going to be doing. Also monthly vlogs, and I love, what I miss the most is thrifting. If you guys do not thrift, something's wrong with you guys, because you can find some dope outfits. You can find some really good, amazing outfits in the thrift stores for 90 to 95% off the original price that it was. So I'm going to be doing some of those, and then I'm going to be planning out some outfits as time goes on. For you guys, so you will see like how to actually put some things together. I love bright clothes, so I'm going to be mixing trying to find some old school, some retro things to see how I can put them together for you guys. So I'll be creating videos of me putting together the outfits that I get from the thrift stores on TikTok and also on Instagram, of course. So stay tuned for that. Going to be playing. The thing about me is, you already seen all that makeup that I bought during like Black Friday and stuff like that, and I am so scared of like bright colors, but I'm gonna try my best to just play around and mess around with it and just see how it comes out, because what's the purpose? Like, what's the point of just having them, buying them and having them sit here and I don't use them at all? So I have to get out of my comfort zone and just try new things and see how it goes, because nothing in this world is perfect, you know. You have to keep practicing, keep trying till I am able to actually achieve what I want to achieve. So I'm going to be messing around with those coming up probably this week, don't know yet, and we can move on from there and see how they turned out, what I did wrong or what I need to do more or less. And yeah, so now I'm just gonna wait for the adhesive to dry up. I'm only gonna put one layer. I'm actually gonna use this. So you want to make sure that the adhesive actually dries clear. You can see it's still a little like white patches right there and some like right there. So I'm just gonna let it dry off just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna apply the glue. I said the glue, the wig. You know what? I'm not gonna wait. Let's just get right into it. But yeah, so that's what I have planned. I'm gonna be doing more of these talks. I'm gonna be actually telling some stories, some life stories about myself and things like that. I don't really want to talk about anybody. So I'm just going to use a comb, a regular comb, to just press it down and comb up all the any glue or anything like that that's left. So I'm combing it down. Going to this side now. Ugh. Okay, next side. Okay, and before I actually cut off the lace, I'm gonna tie it down to just make sure everything really stays really good. Okay, I think it's been like 2 minutes, not 5, but we're gonna take it off now, and we're gonna cut off the excess lace, and we're gonna create some baby hairs. But it is really tight on my head, so that's a plus. That's a good sign that we did the process good, the right way. So I'm going to use one of these razor cleaners, razor sharpeners, eyebrow trimmers. I said razor sharpener. Eyebrow trimmers, okay? If you know me, you know my English is not all that. Okay, I've been faking it on here, but you know, if you know me, you know my English. Hi. Okay, anyways, back to the video. So I'm actually gonna cut this right here in the center. Okay, then I'm gonna take the razor, because this is gonna give it like a nice natural, you don't want like a sharp blunt cut, you want like a nice natural, like rigid edges. Okay, so as you can see, like this side is really not that laid down, but it's okay, we can always fix that. Put some more glue once I'm done with the edges and tie it up before we start on the makeup. So that's this right here, the edges, the corner side It's not a really like a big, oh my god, it didn't work. It worked. Okay, we can always fix that, so don't stress too much. Okay, we can come back and fix that side because I know it's probably the same, almost, yep, almost the same for this side too. So we're gonna continue to this other side. And please be careful not to cut yourself, okay? Be careful not to cut yourself. You're only touching the lace slightly. You don't want to touch your actual skin. You're touching the lace slightly. Okay. All right. So now to fix the sides, okay, we're gonna take just a little amount, like a really tiny amount. Like about that much, okay? Whoop. And then you're just gonna lift up the corner. And then you're just gonna lay it down. And press. You want to press down on it. Hold it for a little bit. And you grab that comb. Where'd that comb go? Right here. Okay, so this side is fixed. Okay, now we'll move on to this side and we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, grab a little tiny amount. All right. So before I actually do the edges, I just want to tie it down just a little bit more, and then we're gonna go to the face. So we're gonna come back to the hair after I am done with my face. Okay, so now it's time for the makeup. My face has already been hydrated and moisturized. Since I have oily skin, that's like one of the main things. That's one of the main important things oily skin people have to do. It's hydrate and moisturize their face. Okay? I know it might sound like my face already has oil. Why do I have to put moisturizer? Do it. Do it, and you will thank me later. All right, so first we're gonna jump into the eyebrows. We're going to do the eyebrows. Okay, so stay tuned for the eyebrows. Time to slay it. Boom. Let us begin. So this is from NYX. It's like a brow gel. It's just to comb out my brows and make sure that they stay in place, the little brows that I have. I've seen some people we use soap, we use glue, like eyelash glue, to achieve this same type of method, basically. But I find for me this is better, and I think this was also inexpensive, so it gets my eyebrows straight so where I can actually see the line, the shape of my actual eyebrows, and I just go on from there. So I let it dry a little. Then next I'm going to take the 4.5 the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I used to see like a bunch of YouTubers use this, so I was like, you know what, let me go and grab my own too, you know, just to see what the hype was about. And okay, I'm in the hype now. I am in the hype now, because before I used to use the NYX, the NYX in the shade Chocolate. I actually still have that pencil. I do use it. So I'm still using the 4.5 to just outline my natural eyebrows. Hold on. Sorry guys. Alright, using the 4.5 to outline my natural eyebrows. Then I'm gonna use the Gimme Brow, same from Benefit, and I'm gonna comb my hairs with this. Then I'm gonna take the 4, and this I'm gonna create little baby hairs in the front, like light strokes in the front of my brow. So I'm gonna repeat the same steps on this other eyebrow. Okay. Next, I'm gonna clean out my eyebrows using 2 shades from LA Girl Pro concealer. You know them, they're very affordable, they're actually good concealers. Let me grab my brush. And to apply and buffer my eyebrows out, I'm gonna be using the Morphe M432 brush, and I'm going to be using the Real Techniques 300 brush. Okay. So these are the 2 concealers. Turn it this way. These are the 2 concealers I'm gonna use. Yeah. So this is Toffee and this is Beautiful Bronze. Okay. So we're gonna use Toffee for under the eyebrows. Okay. So I'm gonna put some of that on the back of my palm. And we're gonna take the brush, apply some on there. Okay, and here we go. So my eyebrow game has actually came a long way. If you knew me when I was in the military, in the Marine Corps, you knew the struggle that I was going through with my eyebrows. Okay, my eyebrow game was not it at all. It was horrible. I barely had eyebrows. I actually have like thin eyebrows, and during the winter time, since my complexion actually gets lighter in the winter time, my eyebrows really be like so thin it looks like it falls out. Like my eyebrows fall out during the winter time. That's how crazy it is in the winter time. And my homegirls always used to be laughing at me winter time when I didn't have no eyebrows. So I started, basically that was when I started learning about eyebrows, about makeup and things of that nature. That's when I really got into the whole YouTube thing, the whole finding out, like, you know, my shade, finding out what works for me. And I've really came a long way. I'm still learning and all, but I've really came a long way when it comes to my eyebrows, when it comes to my foundation, like finding the right shade or how to mimic 2 different types of shades to match my own actual complexion. So I'm still learning, and also how to control the oiliness of my skin, because that was one thing that I was having a lot of problem with, is to control how fast my face produced oil. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, we have cleaned out the bottom, and I'm going to use the brush to just buff it all out and make it look smooth. Yeah, so the fact that I'm able to actually come in front of you guys and show you this process is really an improvement for me. I'm so proud of myself, because baby, these girls used to look horrible. Okay, used to look horrible. And when I started, I actually went to the mall and bought like all these expensive products, and I had no idea how to use them. So I basically wasted money, and I wasted all of those expensive materials, expensive products, because yeah, it's good to have the right things, but if you don't know how to use them, then what's the point? you know. Okay, now we're gonna clean the top. So I ended up basically like wasting them, wasting all those amazing products. Yeah, and it was like expensive, like the Anastasia brow pomade, like all those things. But now that I know how to actually use them, and I know I can achieve the same eyebrow look that I'm going for something way cheaper, I really don't even spend my money on anything too expensive when it comes to brows. Because for the longest I was using the NYX brow pencil in the shade chocolate, until I but finally decided to invest and buy some Benefit brow pencils. So that's what I've been using. That's like my go-to. But I definitely will do a affordable brow tutorial, so I will be doing that. If you like to see that, please leave a comment on the description box down below, and I'll definitely get into that. I'll show you guys how to achieve the same eyebrow look with cheaper, less expensive products that will last the same, that will give you the same results as expensive products. Okay. So I have outlined and cleaned out the top of my brows. Now I'm just going to use the same brush and just buff it all out. Okay, some people, they like to do their full face first before they get to anywhere close to their eyes. For me, I like to do my eyes first and then do my face, because that I have oily skin. I like to have my full face be the last thing I do, so it can, like, you know, slow down that process of the oiliness. That's why I always do my eyebrows first. I've never actually tried doing my face first and then my eyes. It will probably be something that I will look into to try and do, but as of right now, I like doing my eyebrows first, then my eyes, my eyeshadow. Like, the most I would do last is probably my lashes, to actually put my lashes on. That's what I've been doing lately. Just save that process as the last thing. So with that being said, now we're going to our eyelids. I'm gonna take the remainder of the font of the toffee. So as you can see the two different, so toffee and beautiful browns. Beautiful browns is more closer to my actual complexion. That's why I use it on the top of my eyebrows itself. So I'm gonna take some toffee and apply this all over my eyelid. Okay, and we're gonna take that same brush and we're just gonna buffer it all out. Then I'm actually going to take one of my setting powders. This is, I got it all messed up, but this is Maybelline Fit Me in the color, hold on, Deep. 35 in the color Deep. Okay. I'm going to use one of my eyeshadow brushes. Majority of my eyeshadow brushes are the Wet n Wild brushes. These are only literally like $1, and I have a whole bunch of them, so you don't have to go out and purchase MAC and purchase all those expensive eyeshadow brushes. You can literally purchase you these for 99 cents and they will give you about the same results. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, tap a little product off, and then I'm gonna apply it to my eyelid to just set that cream. Okay, then I'm gonna take another Wet n Wild brush. Then I'm taking this this bronzer that I got from the beauty supply store, and I'm just gonna use that to create a nice like a nice effect transition to the eyebrows, like give it like, so I'm gonna take it a little slightly over my cut crease itself to just give my eyebrows, my eyelids like a nice dimension. And I like to drag it to the side and then just buffer it and blend it in. Yeah, that's about it for one eye. So now we're gonna go to the next eye and repeat the same thing. Okay, now that we're done with the eyeshadow part, I'm actually gonna do my eyeliner. So I have two eyeliners that are like my favorite. So I have the NYX eyeliner. I think this is the waterproofing one. I can't even tell, all the drawings are out. And then I have the Essence, the super precise eyeliner, and I believe both of these were less than $10 each. I think this was like $3 and this was like $6 or $7, I believe. So I love these. I love these two liners. They're like one of my favorite that I always go to. But today we're gonna use the Essence liner. Okay, let me get a little closer so you guys can see. All right, so like I said in my previous videos, eyeliners are one of those things that I'm really incapable of explaining. You just have to watch and practice, because that's what I did. Like, I just watched people, watch how their hand movements went, and I figured it out as time went on what works for me. It's still not perfect because this eye comes out really nice and good, and then the next eye is gonna look like something out of this world. So practice makes perfect. You won't know till you try, and when you try, don't give up. Just keep trying some more. And a little technique I learned is if your eyeliner is not dry and you look up and it goes to your actual eyeshadow, you can grab a spoolie. Let me show you what a spoolie is. This is a spoolie. Okay, so you can get, it's usually attached to like your eyebrow pencil, or if you want a separate spoolie, you can also purchase it. So just grab a spoolie and just lightly scrub the eyeliner off. This will take it out of your eyeshadow, and it won't mess up your eyeshadow. Okay, now to the next eye. And try not to blink. Like if you feel like you're going to blink, move your hands, because I've had some days where these things have ended up in my eye or all over my face, where I have to like just redo my whole eyeshadow all over again. So if you feel like you're about to blink, remove, blink, and bring it back. Okay, so that's about it. And you can always clean your eyeliner out. So if you feel like one side is thicker than the other, you can just grab whatever product you have left on your arm and just go in and clean it out. Alright, that's about it. Now I'm just gonna use the NYX mascara. So I'm gonna apply the lashes last after everything is done. And since this is a everyday natural look, I am actually gonna use the Wet n Wild matte primer. This is really good. If I was going out to like an event or something like that, I would actually use the Hydro Grip primer. Okay. And at this time, I actually like to take the head tie off so I can be able to blend out. Oh man, I just rubbed all of this on my hair. See, I just put it all on my hair. Oh man, I'll take care of that later. Just push it back. Okay, so back to the face. I really like to massage it into my skin. And since it's winter time, my skin did get a little lighter, so I'm mixing two foundations together. So I have the Fenty Beauty. Try and get this. The Fenty Beauty, and this is in a shade 430. And then I have the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hours. This is it. And this is in the shade Warm Coconut 356. Okay, so I'm gonna 1 pump of each. Not a full pump, like half a pump, semi pump, because it's a lot of product that come out. Okay, then I have a flat brush that I use, so I'm just gonna mix it and then just spread it. It might look light right now, but it does oxidize and it does get a little darker, so you see as time goes on. Okay, now I'm gonna use I think I'll use this one today. So Real Technique face brush. I'm gonna use that. Hold on. And I'm just gonna press this. I'm gonna sit down back. Okay, I'm just gonna press this all over my face. Okay, clean this off my arm before it goes all over my hair again. Next, for my highlighter, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder. This stuff is really good. Really, really good. Line it up. Okay. And then I'm gonna take a Real Techniques 420 to blend this all out. And this, since this is a everyday look, I usually don't make my highlights so bright, unless if I'm actually going to an occasion, then I will brighten out the inner corners of my eyebrows some more. But since it's just an everyday put on and go look, we're trying to save some time but still look flawless, okay? And you don't want to do too much on an everyday look. Alright, next I am just going to do some contour using the Fenty Beauty in the shade Mocha Mami. I love this. Love this. I'm also using a Real Techniques brush. So this is just bringing back some warmth to our face, and it's giving us that. So this is just bringing some warmth to our face and giving us that nice slightly lifted cheekbones. Okay, then I'm gonna take one of my little tiny eyeshadow brushes just to contour my nose. Next, I'm gonna set my my highlights. Since I did put cream, you need to set anywhere you put cream on your face has to be set, okay? I'm using that same setting powder that I placed on my eyelids, okay? Alright, so now to dust off that setting powder and just set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using a MAC in medium gold. And I'm taking a fluffy brush, stabbing it, and dusting. Dabbing and setting. All right. Now my whole face is set. This hair's in there. Now my whole face is set. Now I'm gonna spray my face and go to the lips. So I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild and a matte finish. So for my everyday lip look, I actually use a NYX. This is actually an eyebrow pencil, but it was a nice dark brown for me, so I use it as a lip liner. And I use one of these $1.99 lip gloss. Okay, this lip liner is actually in the shade, let me see if there's a shade. Okay, so it's in the shade KB240W. KB240W. Okay, that's what I saw. It's a liner. Okay, so here we go. Lining the lips first. So I actually just follow the natural line of my lips. I don't try to do too much. Okay, now that the lips are lined up, time for some glossy gloss. And the lips are done. I always like to clean my lip gloss tip, you know. So this is how the face is looking like without no lashes. Okay, time to pop on some lashes. So I actually got these from the Dollar Tree. No, not Dollar Tree. From the beauty supply store. I actually got these from the beauty supply store. So we're going to use one of them since we're going for a everyday look. I don't really like to do too much dramatic. Or should I? What do you guys think? This or these? This or this? I'm going with these. I'm going with these. I can't help it. Just can't help it. You know. it was an everyday look till now it's like a soft dramatic glam, you know, whatever. So I actually have my eyelids are short, so sometimes I like to cut my eyelashes, but I'm gonna measure it out to see if I should cut it or not. Okay, no cutting, it works. So I'm gonna use the eyelash glue. I like to use a clear one because it doesn't mess up the eyeliner or anything or your eyeshadows, so it actually dries out clear, which is really a plus than doing like the white one or the black one, because sometimes it does leave a residue that's very visible. Oh, look at my eyebrows. Can you guys believe it? Like I was saying about my foundation, as you can see, it's oxidized, and it actually worked out with the highlighter and the contour that I did, the slight contour and highlight that I did. So I don't look too like washed out, or so to say. And it kind of goes with this hair. I'm actually liking this hair. I think this is the brightest I've ever done. Every time I do like blonde, it's mostly like ash blonde, and I try to wash the yellow out of it. So that's why I did the whole hair dye, water dye thing, which is before this actual part. So yep, time to put the lashes on. One lash down, one more to go. I love that it comes with like an applicator. And when I started learning about makeup and stuff, especially with lashes and eyeliner was one of the last things that I really decided to experiment with. So with lashes, I remember the first time I put on lashes, I was in New York with my cousins, and they were like, yeah, like since we're at the nail salon, let's just get our lashes done here. So I'm like, okay. And at the nail salon, they actually use the hair glue, right? And that glue is very heavy. Oh my gosh. Come and see me. After the lady did my my lashes, right? This was me the whole time. Literally for 1 week, I was like this. I'll be in class, I can't even see. Like, I have to have my friends take notes for me. I'm just like, I can't open my eyes. I couldn't wash my face correctly. Like, and it hurt. Like, every time I pulled on it, it was hurt. And after a while, I was just like, no. I just looked up how to take off lashes, and I took those off. I think I ripped off like a bunch of my own lashes that I didn't even have. But it took me a long time to start applying lashes again. And I really had to like find and figure out what was the right eyelash glue for me, and eyelash also that works for me. Alright, so eyelash number 2 is on. Oh, baby, do you see me? Ah, do you see the lashes? Ha, ha. Watch out, cause my future is brighter than yours. No, but yo, lashes brings it out. Like, okay, if you're somebody that don't wear lashes, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, you could literally just do your eyebrows and wear lashes and you'll be fine. Like, you'll be fine. If you're somebody that don't need makeup or don't think that you need makeup, whatever, you can just rock your eyebrows and your lashes. Look into my eyes. Look into my. Do you see what I'm seeing? Okay, so now, boom, time to style the hair. So I was actually able to go wash off all that makeup that I mistakenly put on my hair. Like I said, this is synthetic and it's really full. And I like that what I did with the water dye kind of helped it out. I think I should have used 2 bottles so it could be more white, but I kind of like it like this. Like some of the yellow from the 613 washed off, but there's still patches of it, but it's not bad at all. I like it. So now I'm just about to do little swoopy edges here and there. So yep, let's get it going. Edges time. So I'm going to use the same razor that I cut my lace with, and for my edges to be laid, I'm going to be using the Edge Booster Pomade. And this is the cherry, the lemon berry flavor. Okay. So I actually did purchase some new edge brushes and they're in the car and I'm being lazy. So I'm just going to use my old toothbrush. So I'm just gonna dip some, lightly dip. Edge 1 is done. Okay, now on to the next side, doing the same thing, just dabbing it in there. Okay, and voila. So I'm gonna do like I'm gonna take my beautiful bronze and just lightly apply it to the part of my hair. Just a little bit, like whatever that's left on the tip, that's what I'm just gonna use, and just lightly apply some like that. And then I'm gonna take a clean brush, like a small one, and just brush it in there. Okay. You don't want to put too much, remember that. This just gave me like a nice dark root in the front. And just blend it. Okay. So this is the finished look of my face and my hair. So now I'm gonna get dressed up and show you guys like the actual look. Okay. Okay guys, so this is the final look. Hair, face. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of me just yum. But stay tuned for some more. Thanks for watching.